All right, Whites. What's happening, Leeds family? If you're watching this right now, you better buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is massive. It's controversial, and honestly, it might just keep you up at night thinking about what the hell is going on at Elland Road right now. Listen, we've got 3 absolute bombshells that just dropped about our beloved Leeds United. And I'm telling you right now, this isn't your typical Monday morning gossip. This is the kind of stuff that makes you question everything about where this club is heading this season. We're talking about a manager walking on thin ice. We're talking about financial handcuffs that could destroy our January window. And we're talking about one player who might just be the difference between glory and absolute disaster. Now, before I dive into this madness, I need you to do something for me right now. Smash that like button. Drop a comment below telling me how you're feeling about this season so far. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Here's what we're dealing with. A German boss whose job might not be as secure as we thought, especially after what just happened at Rangers. Then we've got a Swiss magician showing glimpses of absolute brilliance, but carrying the weight of survival on his shoulders. And finally, financial restrictions that could leave us shopping in the bargain bin come January. Marching on together has never felt more uncertain. And I'm about to break down exactly why the next few months could define the next decade of this football club. So the question is the manager our savior or part of the problem? Let's find out right now. And here we go, Whites. Let me hit you with the first bombshell that's got everyone at Elland Road absolutely buzzing with anxiety. Daniel Farke. Yeah, the same Daniel Farke who brought us the championship title. The same man who was publicly backed by Prague Marathon in the summer. Well, guess what? That backing might not mean as much as we thought it did. And here's why this should absolutely terrify every single Leeds United supporter watching right now. The 49ers just sacked Russell Martin at Rangers after only 123 days in charge. 123 days. The same ownership group that controls our destiny just showed us exactly how ruthless they can be when results don't go their way. And now, with Leeds sitting in 15th place after 7 matches, you've got to wonder, is Farke next on the chopping block? According to Leeds Live, the hierarchy is apparently still backing our German manager. They're saying they're impressed with performances. They understand there's a long way to go in the season. Blah, blah, blah. We've heard this before, haven't we? This is the corporate speak that comes right before the hammer drops. Let's be brutally honest. TWO wins, TWO draws, and for losses in 8 matches. That's not exactly Premier League security, is it? And don't even get me started on that 5-0 absolute humiliation at the Emirates against Arsenal. 5-0, we got torn apart like we were playing FIFA on beginner mode. The American owners are crystal clear. They invested over £100 million and they expect survival. Not a relegation scrap. They want survival, period. And right now, Farke is walking a tightrope thinner than the white lines on the Elland Road pitch. Here's the kicker. The 49ers already have a contingency plan in place. They're already thinking about who replaces Farke if this goes sideways. That's not a vote of confidence. That's a vote of we're ready to pull the trigger. Coming up after the international break, Burnley, West Ham, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest. Farke needs at least 8 points from those 4 games, minimum. Anything less, and that contingency plan might become reality faster than any of us want to admit. The Elland Road faithful, we're divided. Some fans remember the championship trophy. Others look at the defensive disasters and think maybe it's time for fresh blood. The pressure is mounting, and every single match from here on out is absolutely crucial. One bad run, and we could see a managerial change that could either save our season or send us spiraling into chaos. But wait, because what I'm about to tell you next will blow your mind even more. There's one player who might just be the lifeline this club desperately needs. So Farke's job security is about as stable as a house of cards in a windstorm. Yeah? Well, hold on tight. Because now we need to talk about the one bright spot in this roller coaster, and his name is Noah Okafor. This is where things get really interesting, Whites. While everyone's panicking about the manager and our league position, there's this Swiss international quietly becoming the most important player in our entire squad. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this kid might literally be the difference between survival and championship football. Leeds finally got their first away win, 3-1 against Wolves. And guess who was absolutely sensational? Noah Okafor. He's carried that form into games against Bournemouth and even scored against Tottenham. This guy is showing up when it matters. Check out these stats. Okafor is averaging a 44% dribble success rate, completing the point to successful dribbles per match. That's elite level in the Premier League. He's outperforming everyone when it comes to taking players on and creating something out of nothing. But here's the crazy part. Farke is demanding more from him. The manager knows exactly how crucial this £18 million signing from AC Milan can be. That's both exciting and terrifying because it shows how much pressure we're putting on this young man's shoulders. Think about it. Okafor came from AC Milan, a World Cup performer for Switzerland. And now he's being asked to essentially save Leeds from relegation. Just the entire future of the club resting on your ability to beat defenders. Just normal stuff. And here's the beautiful irony. While we're facing PSR restrictions, at least we don't have to worry about the attacking third. Okafor is proving he's worth every penny. He might not have assists yet, but they're coming. The way he's taking on defenders, the positions he's getting into, it's only a matter of time. Farke will be absolutely punching the air if Okafor keeps this up. Because when you're fighting for your job, having a player who can produce magic out of nowhere is worth its weight in gold. But what happens if Okafor gets injured? What happens if teams double up on him? Do we have a plan B? Do we have the depth to cope without our Swiss magician pulling rabbits out of hats every week? We've found a gem who can genuinely make a difference. But we're dangerously reliant on him continuing this form for the entire season. It's thrilling and absolutely terrifying. And speaking of terrifying, what I'm about to reveal next is going to make you understand just how desperate our situation really is. The PSR nightmare is real, and it's about to get worse. Alright, Whites, this is where things go from concerning to absolutely catastrophic. Everything I've told you, Farke's uncertain future, our reliance on Okafor, all of that pales in comparison to what I'm about to drop on you. Sir, restrictions. 3 words that could absolutely destroy our survival hopes. Here it is. Leeds United cannot spend more than we generate through player sales in January. We can't buy anyone unless we sell first. While every other relegation fighting team will be bringing in reinforcements, we'll be sitting there with our hands tied, unable to do anything. After Marith already faced criticism for the summer window, bringing in Dominic Calvert-Lewin on a free despite his injury history. Now January is going to be even more restricted. This is madness. And here's where it gets more depressing. According to Interlive, we're trying to bring in Piotr Zielinski from Inter Milan, but we're looking at a free loan, or asking him to terminate his contract. That's the level we're at. We're begging players to come for free because we can't afford to spend a penny. Zielinski would be fantastic, a Polish international with Serie A experience. But the fact he's the only option we can afford tells you everything about how desperate this is. Think about what this means. We've got holes that Farke identified months ago. We've got defensive issues exposed in that 5-0 Arsenal disaster. We've got depth problems that could destroy us. And we can do nothing unless we sell our best players. But who do we sell? Do we offload someone crucial just to bring in cheap replacements? Do we sacrifice January entirely and pray the current squad is enough? Do we gamble on free agents while relegation rivals invest millions? This PSR update has sliced our survival chances. Farke has been relegated TWICE as a Premier League manager with Norwich, and now he's being asked to keep Leeds up with financial handcuffs. It's almost impossible. We're only 7 games in. We've got 31 matches to play. That's a marathon. And marathons require depth, rotation, fresh legs, all things we won't get in January. The summer signings have to deliver now. There's no safety net. Calvert-Lewin needs to stay fit. Okafor needs to maintain this form. Every player needs 110% because reinforcements aren't coming. This is the corner we've been backed into, Whites. Modern football finance meeting brutal Premier League survival demands. Absolutely terrifying. So there you have it, Leeds family. 3 massive stories, 1 critical situation. Daniel Farke fighting for his job with a contingency plan ready. Noah Okafor carrying our hopes as our potential savior. And PSR restrictions that could doom us before January even arrives. This is where we are, stuck between hope and despair, between survival and catastrophe. The next 4 games? Absolutely crucial. Burnley, West Ham, Brighton, Forest. We need points, performances, hope. Drop a comment now. Do you still believe in Farke? Can Okafor save our season? How do we survive January with no money? Smash that like button. Subscribe for more Leeds content because this story is far from over. Marching on together, but are we marching towards survival or another championship campaign? The next few months will tell us everything. Mods,